The United States Agency for International Development, better known as U.S.A.I.D., was gutted last year under Elon Musk and the Trump administration. An opinion columnist Nicholas Kristof of the New York Times is pushing back hard against claims that those cuts didn't cost lives. The dispute became very public this week when Musk announced on social media that Kristof was, quote, lying through his teeth. The billionaire, now reportedly the world's first trillionaire, had previously insisted that, quote, there is not even a single dead child who died as a result of the aid cuts. He even challenged critics to name a single person. Kristof took him up on that. He traveled to Uganda, Liberia, and South Sudan, and he came back with names. Jibia was a 10-year-old girl in Ruamwanja, Uganda, ranked third in her fourth-grade class of 58 students. When aid cuts hit the local clinic, it ran out of $2 mosquito bed nets and anti-malaria medicine. She died of malaria last July. Health workers told Kristof she would have survived with either a new bed net or basic drugs. Her mother confirmed the story. Medical records backed it up. In Liberia, a woman named Yama Freeman hemorrhaged during pregnancy. The United States had provided ambulances to her local hospital, but without fuel funding from U.S.A.I.D., those ambulances sat idle. The strongest men in her village carried her on their shoulders, running toward town, calling out encouragement as they went. She bled to death before they arrived. Kristof visited her grave and spoke with her parents and sister. Then there is Akal Deng, 8 years old, from South Sudan. She had been born with HIV and kept alive for years on American-funded medicines that cost just 12 cents a day. When U.S.A.I.D. collapsed, she lost her caseworker and her access to those medicines. She died of an opportunistic infection shortly after. Kristof notes that the broader picture is even more alarming. A Boston University researcher estimated the aid cuts have already cost more than 750,000 lives worldwide. A study published in The Lancet, the British medical journal, projected that at current rates, the aid defunding will cost 9.4 million lives by the year 2030. Kristof is careful to acknowledge uncertainty. Solid mortality data is hard to come by, and ironically, the aid cuts have also reduced the data collection systems that would track these deaths. But the human reality he documented on the ground is hard to dismiss. 3 names. 3 faces. 3 families left behind. And the argument that not a single child died is, in Kristof's words, absurd. This is a story about policy, about accountability, and about what happens when foreign aid disappears from the places that depend on it most. We'll continue following it. Thanks for listening.